Hi, everybody. Welcome to AITA
Oh, God,
Pod.
Jesus!
I'm Danny Vega.
Oh, fuck.
Joined by,
Keith Malley.
him.
Hello, folks.
You trigger warning him. He's one of the most dangerous men in podcasting.
Oh, my goodness.
Keith O'Malley. He hates
Hi,
when
I'm Danny. I'm Danny Vega. This is my buddy Keith. You might not like him.
You might not like
and he's going to be controversial, but I have fun with him sometimes, and I hope you don't mind for this hour. Jesus Christ, Danny.
You might really hate him. I kind of hate him. I hate him a little bit. So can you come
I
hate
don't
him
get the
with me?
attraction, but anyway, he's here.
It's such an honor and a pleasure. And let me just say, Keith, I was ranting to you yesterday. We sent each other You're very good at sending unhinged voice notes. You're one of the best in the game. Because you know what you do? You don't ever go long. And I actually appreciate that a lot. And I need to work on that because I sent you a really long voice note. But you listened to it. Apparently, you fooled me if you did it.
No, you can leave them and then, go to the bathroom and stuff. Yes, I'm a big fan of voice messages. Some people are weird about it, where they can't handle it. They think they have to leave an important business meeting or their own wedding. Like, don't worry. Like a text message, get to it when you get to it. But when you leave one, don't make it 6.5 minutes like Danny did. But okay,
long.
that's all right. I go in and out. Fuck you, fuck out.
Trigger warning. Keith is a low-key treasure.
Let me tell you something else about these trigger warnings from Danny Vega. This
Amen.
guy, he's pretending to be somebody he's not.
Okay.
It reminds me of, I was having lunch with this woman, and I was looking at her dating profile. She said she just made one. And it says that she's a vegetarian. I'm like, we're both eating hamburgers right now. She's
Shut
like,
the fuck up.
To be. Yeah. And so my point is that Danny, I don't know. When we talk with our voice messages, he's as raunchy as the next person. But here it's like, oh, I don't know. He tries. When he's doing the "Am I the Assholes?" I don't know how much of it is 100%. There, I said it.
I'm manipulating. I'm a bad person. This is basically
You're a regular person.
Propaganda.
You just act like you're better than you are, and some of your decisions aren't true. If you go to keithandthegirl.com right now, and just scroll down and see Danny Vega's show. And then you'll see there's download audio, iTunes, subscribe, comments. You click on comments, that goes to the forums. The last thing was who sat you on during the "Am I the Asshole" conversation about the key. Danny Vega going, oh, Keith, somebody, what was it? A fucking roommate gave their boyfriend a key.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you can't give away a fucking key to my place to anybody. He's like, okay, you dumb piece of shit. You know how he's like so sure that you're supposed to give another side sometimes, but when you do, he calls you a piece of shit. If you look at the comments right now, I put up the poll, 100% on my side.
Everyone's on your side.
You owe me an apology.
No, I don't.
No? Interesting.
Why would I owe? Because I called you a piece of shit.
Why would you owe me an apology? Keith, you don't think you could do this, you dumb piece of shit? And now we see on the forums it's 100% saying I'm right, Danny's wrong.
They're wrong. It's a normal thing. I already relitigated it. I got Mia. You guys heard the Mia episode. They're wrong. I don't know what to tell you. It's a normal thing. If you have a house with a policy where you're not going to let your roommate
My
give out a
policy
key,
is do not hand my keys to strangers.
It's not a stranger. It's not a stranger.
They're not
you
all
sicko.
fucking each other because they're gay, Danny.
Oh, you're a sick puppy. Listen, it's normal. If you're gonna have a no key copy house, then that needs to be set up front, and I can get on board for that. But you can't.
I have a try not to fuck my girlfriend policy. Just so you know.
Okay.
I mean, what the fuck are we talking about?
I promise. The anxiety brainworm is here. Oh my God. Anyway, look, I actually wrote some problematic takes for you today, Keith. These are
thank you.
Okay, so here's it's gonna open a little bit unproblematic and then it gets scarier, okay? So we're talking about this. I'm okay. Let me say I'm okay with the gap tooth. If you have a gap, people have a gap in between their two front teeth. And by the way, Keith, what do you think of my teeth? Because I have a chip in my tooth. And do you see that? You guys can't see it.
Even though you're pointing it out, I can't really see it. No.
The dentist yesterday, she's like, she's kind of bringing it in like, we got to do something, I was like, I chipped it. And then I thought I chipped it because she fixed it. And she claims that no, her fix is still holding strong, and I did a new chip. I'm like, fuck you, I did a new chip.
Please.
Dude, she wants to charge me $300 for a temporary fix,
God.
or then she's like, we can get veneers. $3,000 for 2 veneers. Give me a break.
2 now? The second one's a different tooth?
Oh, we do them in pairs.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
They come in 18s. Fuck off.
What?
She is the asshole.
Right? $3,000?
You're fine. But where'd this gap tooth come in? Were you like seeing a celebrity? You didn't like their attitude?
Yeah, I watched a movie yesterday where one of the girls has a gap tooth, and I think it works on her and it doesn't bother me. But here's what I'm trying. Here's the message I'm sending today. If you have a gap tooth, let me
be embarrassed.
What's that?
Be ashamed?
No, don't be ashamed, but don't sell the flaw, Keith. This is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes people sell the flaw. Let the flaw be what it is, but don't come at me like it's not a flaw. It could be
50
endearing.
50 Shades of Grey?
What's that?
50 Shades of Grey?
50 Shades of Grey? What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm guessing your show. I don't fucking know.
50 Shades of Grey, the erotic billionaire book?
I don't know what you're watching. I'm thinking gap teeth.
No, It Follows. I told you. One of the girls
It follows the movie. It follows.
It follows the movie.
Okay.
And so anyway, I've run into this, though. People will sell the flaw, and they'll be like, look at my gap tooth. Isn't it so hot? And I'm like, it could have been hot, but then you tried to sell the flaw. You tried to step into it too much. And that's making me resistant. Just let me see it for what it is. Don't tell me what it is.
Aren't those like 20-year-olds? Were they trying to be sexy?
No, they're yeah.
Okay.
You're a lot. Yeah, the movie was a lot of sex in the movie,
right?
You know. But here's where I get problematic, Keith. There's this shirt, I've seen it now twice, and it says everyone watches women's sports, and I'm going, that's crazy. You're why are you what? That's crazy.
Right, you're saying all this gaslighting between the shirt and the gap tooth. It's like tell me what world I live in.
Exactly. And that's where I'm like, it almost seems sarcastic. I actually thought it was misogynistic at first. So I was like, okay.
I hated it, and then I hated it.
That's a little fucked up. So now you're saying no one watches women's, because you're going so far. I'm like, are you being sarcastic?
Right. We're all transgender.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, why don't you just tell me the women's sports that you like? That, like, what are you doing? What are your Halloween plans, Keith? What are you going to do?
Actually,
here we go.
Blood capsules just came in.
Blood capsules. Hell yeah, dude.
But we didn't work on what we are. My girlfriend's going as, a hot witch.
Hot witch.
And her and her friend are. And, but we didn't plan what I'm going to do. So I just got blood capsules. So I'm thinking I'm in Charlotte now. I can wear a Panthers jersey and then put blood capsules on my head like I'm a player. It's not the best team in the world. They get hurt a lot. I was thinking getting a white T-shirt, writing 6'7" on it, and then every time like a kid we pass goes 6'7", 6'7", I bite one of these like I'm throwing up because
that's
great. So disgusting.
You got to do that.
That's where I'm at so far. But I'm very excited to trick or treat with her kid.
Oh, that's cute. You guys are going to go around as a little fam.
Yeah.
That's cute. Yeah. Keith, you're for the trigger warning king, you're so domesticated now.
I'm not the trigger warning king.
No, you're not.
It's just I'm cute as fuck.
You're cute now. You're Michaels.
Let's see. Her kid is going as Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters, which I just saw last night because I'm the greatest, and it's not the worst fucking movie.
I have a story about that. We went to see Anemone, the new Daniel Day-Lewis movie. And we're sitting there.
What's it called again?
Anemone.
Anemone. What the fuck does that mean?
It's like a sea creature that's like a borderline plant. And anyway, I don't really know what the movie means, but whatever. We go. We're excited because it's Daniel Day-Lewis. You know what I mean? He's kind of the best.
He commits.
He's kind of the best. He commits.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, and we're looking at each other. And we're going, oh my God. There's so many previews. There's so, like the ads they put before, like the shitty local ads. I'm like, we've been here for 45 minutes. Yeah. And then there's so many trailers. And then there's a lot of anime trailers. And I'm like, that doesn't, like, what? Like, this is really, like, what are they selling here? And then there's more, and it's so long. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. It was like an hour. And so then the movie starts.
I mean, it is too long, but it is legit half an hour at least.
No, it was like an hour. And then the movie starts, and the movie was K-pop Demon Hunters. And then I looked at my friend, and we're like, oh, we're in the wrong theater. So we were there too early.
You're also earlier than the fucking trailers.
Yeah.
You were an hour early.
We were an hour early to the wrong movie. So,
right. Yeah, you should have stayed in that one though.
Honestly, I kind of feel that way. I hate going. So then we saw Anemone, but we missed the first 20 minutes. I mean, I feel like I got it, but
sure, can't be that deep.
So you'll do the anime. You're an anime guy.
No, but I will watch this thing that my girlfriend's daughter's dressing up as.
Got it.
I will do that.
You wanted to learn the lore.
Don't tell people I watch anime. I don't watch anime.
No one knows.
I did this because I'm a great fucking guy, and I'm going to get any reference that's said about the Demon Hunters.
Now you're going to get it. There was 2 ads for Chainsaw Man 2. I kind of want to see Chainsaw Man 2 because I watched 2 ads for it. It got
no
me.
way it's as good as the book. No way.
No way. That guy's literary. Happy Halloween to all you guys who celebrate, and for all those going to heaven. Congrats on that.
So it sounds like you don't though, right?
I don't
why
like
would
it.
you?
You know why? Because it's a drinking holiday for people, without kids and shit, right? Everybody's going to be fucked up, and then it's very slutty, and it's just not my energy, really, But I have a Mario and Luigi costume I bought, so I'm looking for a Luigi to my Mario, so we'll see if that plays out.
You bought a Mario costume?
Yeah, well, for skits, I had them lying around.
Yeah,
and
you never know.
So I'll be Mario tonight. I might shave, actually. I might get rid of everything, my little bullshit here, and just keep my stash.
Yeah.
You think that's good?
Yeah.
All right.
Show
You're clean
it.
shaven.
Yeah.
People like that look on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can change it when you want, but I don't know what you got going.
Nothing, man. I got nothing going on. Look at you. But guys, you know what we do have? We've got a great little ep for you today.
All right.
This has been really this is interesting. AITA for confronting my coworker after doing her a favor that I would not have done if I was given the full context. That's our second story of the day. But first, folks, we're going to start off on a nice lighter note here. I like this. It's AITA for lying to get seats at a show. I, 28F, recently went to a comedy show with my friend Annie, 27F. Super excited. Got there early to get good spots since our tickets only covered the section we're in, not the actual seats.
Okay.
It was a little crowded, but we managed to get super good seats on the upper balcony toward the middle, almost dead center on the stage. Show wasn't supposed to start for another half hour. Annie needed to use the bathroom. When she left, I made sure to set hers and my coat in her seat to make sure that no one would take it. As I waited for Annie, I was scrolling on my phone when from the corner of my eye, I saw an elderly man squeezing his way towards Annie's open seat, and I realized he was trying to sit. When he got to me, I put my hands over the pile of coats to assert, no, the seat's taken. But the man only looked at me and said I needed to move the coat because that was his seat I was taking up. Okay. I was super taken aback, and I'm already a bit shy, so I told him, sorry, it's already taken. She's just
super taken aback. I don't know. Fucking get therapy. But anyways.
He kept insisting.
First of all, what? Why'd you let them take my seat? First of all, I was in shock.
He kept insisting that I needed to move the coats and that he had been there first, despite me knowing we were there before anyone else in the whole row. I only doubled down and refused, telling him that he must be mistaken, but we were here first. No one around us spoke up to back me. He told me I was being selfish and that I wasn't raised with manners since I wasn't allowing an older man to sit. It was so embarrassing getting scolded like this. So I said, I'm actually pregnant and that he should have manners to kick a pregnant woman from her seat. I'm not pregnant. At the very least, it stopped him right in his tracks, and he just kind of stared at me before walking away. It felt victorious in managing to keep our seats, and Annie finally found her way back. So, am I the asshole for lying?
I don't know. You just wanted to end. Just say you shat yourself. I mean, it doesn't even matter the lie. Are you an asshole? No, but
I shat myself.
You don't got to do that. Just say no.
You can't sit here. I just shit myself. They're like, no, I can. Okay. Okay, do it then.
You shat yourself? I mean, I'm pregnant.
I'm going to shit myself. You force it.
No, who cares what weird shit you said, but you don't got to do that.
You shouldn't have to do this. Right. I mean, this
guy's giving a full fucking thing, apparently. Like, first of all, you are very rude. Secondly, in my generation. Thirdly, like, why doesn't he give up? So do whatever you want.
I struggle with old woman, I'm more easily like, okay, you get to see old man. I'm like, them's the breaks, brother. Like,
Right.
are you like, do you need to sit? But just because you're old, I'm like, yeah, you're old,
Mhm.
everyone's going to be old one day. How old are we talking? 70? My dad's in great shape. My dad beats me at pickleball. I'm not giving him a seat. He gets the seat when I win at every racket sport.
Bring up somehow like a pickleball quiz, and if the guy knows the answer, like, do you know about the double lines? He's like, yeah. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Get out. You
Walk.
know too much.
Hit the bricks. What was the comedy show? Did they say?
They said here it was Keith's annual stand-up show.
Oh, you know what? Wow, it's for old people specifically. Who even let this youngins in?
So here's the thing I feel about seats. If you put something there, you can hold a seat. But I do think there's a reasonable amount of time. If you leave your shit somewhere, I think a half hour is tends to be my line. You can't
They
just
didn't
leave.
pay for a seat, just a section. Is that what you said?
That's a great thing to bring up because I've never heard of. Have you heard of that? You get a section, so it's like general admission within a section. I've never heard of that.
I don't know that I have. I don't go out much though. Yeah, but when you're saying if you did pay for a seat, and I feel like I heard you say something like this before, do you feel you still only have so much time?
No, well, if it's reserved seating, it's reserved seating.
Okay.
But if it's general in any case, right? You show up somewhere for an hour. Like let's say
when does it happen? Who cares? If I find out later that somebody lied about even saving a seat just because they wanted more room, okay. You got me.
You're
A
gonna
whole
give it
bunch
to
of
'em?
people aren't doing it. Who cares? Sit wherever the fuck.
I'm picturing like a picnicky, like an open field situation, and people get there like 2 hours early, and then they just lay out a campsite. Maybe it's just like
Right.
a tarp or a big beach towel, and then they're gone for a full half hour. If I were to see someone like slowly dragging that beach towel back to fuck them over, I wouldn't say nothing because I'd be like, you guys are gone. Like, you left your shit here. Congrats, you left your shit. You have to leave an agent of the party. There has to be a person there. And even then, I think they have limited jurisdiction. But I think this is well within reasonable, right? Like, you can't have one guy in 7 seats. He's like, oh, no, these are all ours.
Right.
Oh, really? So it's me versus you. No, they're not.
Right.
You've been
There's
standing
7
here.
seats. There's 7 seats now?
No, that's why I'm sculpting out a potential. This is a hypothetical.
Let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't let him have 7.
Right? 7? That's ridiculous. You got no stuff.
Who's that? Why does this made up person need 7 fucking seats?
What are you doing, man? You
What
don't
is
have
he? A
6
fucking
friends.
Centipede Brothers are coming? Calm down, perverts.
But this is so reasonable. It's like there's 2 of them. She's already there. And then this old guy is just going to get whatever seat he wants just because he's old. That's great. There's plenty of other
Get the
seats.
fuck out. I hate him old.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I think whatever you need to do to deal with the crazy person is perfectly legal. If she goes, I'm pregnant.
Nowadays, yeah, you don't know the fucking hassle. I would bite a fucking blood capsule, and just be like, and I'm like,
bleeding.
What the problem is, and they're like, forget it. I'm like, you sure?
I'm bleeding out right now. This is going to be the last moment of my life. This is the last show I'm ever going to see. So do you still need it?
Like, oh my God, there's blood coming from your mouth. Yes, I'm pregnant.
The baby actually eats blood. This is a diet. But...
Well, the baby's dying. Hope you're happy. And just blood comes from my mouth.
God damn it. Yeah, I mean, I'm like, say whatever you need to say to deal with a crazy person. If you've got to, get out of the situation.
Yeah.
AITA for lying to get seats at a show. I don't even really. I think it's AITA for lying to deal with a old fucking pretentious old man.
If you're asking, see, I'm thinking like she's asking because she feels bad. That's why you shouldn't lie then. But you're fine. The world's fucking crazy. Lie to get out of the fucking seat bullshit. Lie about a parking spot. Who gives a fuck?
Here's another situation. What about you ever go to the airport and then this happens before where they go, oh God, I'm so sorry. Can I cut? I'm super late for my flight. Can I cut? You let them cut?
Yes.
I let them cut.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, why am I going to pay for clear? Why am I going to get TSA pre? It's a pain in the ass. You got to go to the airport, etc. Mm-hmm. Maybe I just tell people like, I'm late for my flight. They're not going to, do I have to show them the boarding pass?
No, you just have to wonder if you're going to meet them later at a gate. And
I'm just saying. setting up shop and shit. Got a second
your
monitor.
feet up eating a $5 apple. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think we're lined up on this one.
Yeah.
Here we go. Second situation.
Who gives a shit?
This is
whole world's burning.
Yeah.
We dress as Satan for fun one time a year. I mean,
okay, now you sound Christian. That sounds like, the kids these days are dressing up as devils. That's the problem.
I'm not joking that this Demon Hunters thing,
there's
3 women in it.
Yeah.
2 of them are gay. 2 of them are gay. The one woman comes
gay
back.
women.
The 2 women, I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you.
No, I know.
It's very sexual. The 2 women stand up. They were obviously fucking. One's like has her hands next to her crotch. God. Then there's another reference. Then at the end, it was like, it's like some guy's name is like literally Mr. Man. It's like, oh, you didn't get along with Mr. Man at all. And the other one's like, well, way to be very, very obvious and literal. The end.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You're definitely both gay. Very exciting stuff.
Wow, it sounds like pretty erotic.
It sounds more fun than that other bullshit.
They're gay. Said. They're hunting. Well, then why don't they say that? Because they're hunting demons, you said, right?
Yes.
So that's good to hunt a demon.
Unless you have demon blood yourself, then what do you do? I didn't say it. Whoops. I didn't say nothing.
That makes. I just feel like whenever there's moral panic, it's always like some like very surface cultural thing. Like the kids these days they want to be gay, and you're like, well, what's the harm? But it's never. You never hear like Christians like the war is killing hundreds of innocent people. There's never that. They're just like.
Well, it's just funny to me that the kids won't know. I'm like, oh, you don't even know. Like this.
They won't clock
really
it.
Gay. Who's it for? Because you won't know.
There's rainbows at Target now. That's the moral panic. AITA for confronting my coworker after doing a favor that I wouldn't have done if I was given full context.
That's from the earlier tease.
We teased it.
I was so excited about that one. I couldn't concentrate on the first one.
I picked up half a shift for a coworker on my day off. We don't work every day in my field. She messaged me 2 days prior asking if I was somehow willing to take the back half of her shift because it was her birthday. She didn't want to work on her birthday.
What field is this?
I know, right? She then said that nobody else she asked said yes, and I was her last resort. I felt bad and accepted to take the part of the shift so that she could get off halfway through her shift and at least enjoy some of her birthday, not at work. I offered her alternatives, such as using sick time, PTO, getting an attendance point, but she did not want to go that route, so I regretfully accepted. For context, it's a pretty tiring job at times, as you could probably tell from nobody else saying yes. People, including me, don't want to pick up shifts. Sounds like a job. Anyway,
nobody wants stuff.
The day comes around. I was leaving. She was supposed to come in and work her front half. She doesn't show. I messaged her asking where she was, and she told me she called off the front half using sick time. Here's a problem. I wouldn't have taken the back half of her shift if I knew she would not be working the front half. I only accepted so that she could enjoy some of her birthday not at work, not get the whole shift off. If I knew she wasn't working the front half, I would have rejected. Since she could have still had plenty of time to enjoy her birthday and then work the back half, I was caught off guard. I felt tricked. I voiced that to her. She said she told me, which she didn't, and then said it was none of my business and she doesn't see the issue. She also said I offered to take the shift, which I didn't, and that I was still helping her out regardless, and it should not matter whether she was able to get the front half. I understand what she does outside of work is not my business, and that technically did not affect my shift. However, I was doing her a favor. I told her the only reason for me picking up was so that she'd be able to enjoy her birthday, be not at work. Our conversation went in circles. Yeah, it did, because this post is going in circles. You've already said the same thing twice.
Right.
Both of us thinking we were in the right, so I ended it. I ended up not making a bigger issue and just doing it. I've consulted others, and most seem to understand where I'm coming from. I'm just over it. To be honest, I decided to not do her any more favors. What's done is done.
Oh, good. She's over it. That's good.
I'm curious about other people's perspective on the matter. AITA.
Yeah, don't do it, cunt. Trigger warning. She's I don't like her. She's offered to do it. She hated it the whole time. She shouldn't have offered to do it. The end. Yes, you could still take off work in the afternoon, then hang out with people to celebrate your birthday in the evening as the world turns. That's when people fucking celebrate things. So yes, I could see you doing something in the afternoon and then you blah, blah, blah. Don't say you'll do it. no matter what happened, she would have worked this shift and acted like her friend owed her all fucking year for her birthday. I did it for her and her birthday. You did it. Thanks for doing it. That's the fucking end of it. Doesn't matter what else she's doing. Yeah. This is what you agreed to fucking do. I hate her. What's her name? Does it say? I bet she didn't say.
Her name's Bella.
I hate Bella.
Yeah, I think Bella is. I feel like this is a thing people do where, like, you know, they assume something because they're like super people pleasy, and it's like nobody said that. Like nobody said it. You made that up in your head, and now you're mad at me for the thing that you made up.
Yes, I hate her.
I feel like Bella would be like, I gave up half my, and I found out that you had the best birthday ever. I assumed your birthday was going to be kind of lackluster, and the best part would be you not working. It's like, what?
So I have to work and you're having extra cake?
Oh, and you got 2 cakes, ice cream from Dairy Queen, and a standard sheet cake.
I guess it's offensive that you worked, and then it's like, what'd you do? Like, oh, I had all my best pals around. It's very fun.
Like, what? What are you mad about? This is very controversial, though. This is one of the top posts on AITA Filtered, which has the most controversial post. The top comment actually went, not the asshole, Keith. Can you believe that?
That's the top comment is what?
What else?
If you have a job like this with these different shifts that you can just trade off, then she got paid for it. So maybe she didn't want to do it and said, yes, she'll do it. She got paid too. Also,
she got paid. She also wanted to conserve her sick time, which is honestly fair. You don't want to get in a position where you got no sick time. Then you're a sicko. Oh, you're sick again, huh? Oh, you're sick again?
Right.
She left a little bit. Because we've all been that level of sick where you're like, I could get through half a day, not the whole day.
Sure.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that was clean.
And it's her birthday. She's older now. She doesn't know what her body can handle. Just let her
let her have her birthday.
Let her have her goddamn birthday. I hope you said happy birthday when she came back.
She didn't. She was like, I hope it was really sad because
I
wanted to be the gift.
She was extra passive aggressive about it. Like, was your good half of your birthday or good whole of your birthday? You're only supposed to enjoy half.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. OP writes, you agreed to cover, or yes, they said, yes, I definitely would have liked the info to make an informed decision. Thanks for the input. Somebody
You're
replied,
not doctors. Calm the fuck down.
You agreed to cover
I need all the facts. Do it or don't do it. You said you do it. Fuck off.
You said you do it. You agreed to cover her shift off so she could have time off. You ended up covering her shift to save her having to use more PTO. She was definitely using you, and she knows it. But I'm like, she was using you for, there was never any.
Yeah. Will you do it? Yes, I will. Okay.
Someone writes, no good deed goes unpunished. It wasn't punished. You got paid to do the job you ordinarily do. I don't understand this.
No good deed goes unpunished. Yay.
Fair theme, NTA.
Hold on 1 second. I'm doing the down arrow on that. Okay, Don.
I would think we have to do that. NTA, but I wouldn't have picked up the shift in the first place. She knew when her birthday was and could have requested the whole day off ahead of time without getting you or anyone else involved. If she was someone you were very close with, I could understand wanting to do something nice. But now you know not to do her any more favors.
Well, I guess you're not close. You weren't invited to the fucking party.
Yeah. Maybe that's what this is really about.
Yeah. Why was I asked? Well, it's a little offensive, sure.
I do feel like she painted a picture. She knew what OP would assume. I am starting to see OP's side a little bit. I think this was a dirty move. I think it was a dirty move. I'm actually kind of shifting here, Keith.
Wow. I don't know if I understand the whole story then. Will you work half my shift? Yes. That's it. But I want you to struggle the first half or be here when you don't want to the first. Like, what does that have to do with you?
But I think she could have spun it in such a way where she's like, you know, it's my birthday and I just don't want to have to work. This is what she said. She said, I don't want to have to work the whole day. And so I was just wondering if you could just pick up the back half. And so then OP goes, oh, you don't want to have to work the whole day. No problem. I'll pick up the back half. Because the implication is, but it's kind of ambiguous because she's like, no, I said it. I don't want to have to work the whole day. Right. And so then, but she actually was saying, I literally don't want to have to work the entire day. So like she said it like that. So then OP was like, yeah, you know, I get that. But it was bullshit. But the first half doesn't affect you. So you're making up that it should affect you.
It's what you say on your show about people that complain, like, if there was a problem, this would be a problem. But there isn't a problem yet. This
is a problem.
Has nothing to do with the person.
I think where I can meet you is, does this make you an asshole, or was this a slightly dirty move? And I think it was slightly dirty.
Don't do something you don't want to do, then you come back writing weird fucking posts. You never wanted to do it, so don't fucking do it.
No, but she wanted to do it.
Or not?
She wanted to do it under the concept that this person was going to have to work the entire day, and so she would relieve her from half the day. But
I wouldn't care if she made up she had cancer.
If she
said I'd agree, I'd work for half a day.
If she had said, I can only take half the day off because I'm trying to conserve my sick leave, then this person would have said, like, look, I'm not gonna take away from my day just so that you can, like, have good enough.
Did anybody ask what the fuck kind of job is this? They can just trade off half a fucking shift, and somehow you have things like paid vacation days. I don't trust this person one bit.
I think it's probably like a Jamba Juice situation. You got to be there.
Where you get paid days? Is that how Jamba Juice works?
Yeah, I guess you're right. It has to be a little bit.
Sounds like more, a real.
But it's hourly.
Job.
It sounds hourly.
I just didn't want to mess up my health insurance. So can you work my half a day?
By far, 82 writes, NTA on your part, but this is definitely a lesson learned situation. Now you know what type of person she is, and to never help her again, whether she wants to admit it or not. She was being sneaky and tricked you. I'm kind of with that. I don't know if she's the asshole. I think this was a slightly dirty play. I think that was it. It gave a little bit of ick. She was intentionally deceiving to get what she wanted. She got what she wanted.
Did she add her age, the poster?
I don't know if we got the age.
I don't trust her.
No age.
I don't know what this job is. I don't know her fucking age. I don't like it.
Stop doing favors and cite each time someone asks you to do a favor in this exact incident. And TA writes Machine Z. Why TA? Here we go. If you didn't want to work her shift, you should have just said no. But policing how much of her shift she works and how long she had to enjoy her birthday is weird. Only covering half of her shift if she had to work the other half is weird. Just let the woman enjoy her birthday away from work.
Yes.
I think the what this is if I ask you a favor, and I do it in a dirty way, is it a little dirty? Is it something?
I don't know how much I understand about that. Maybe she figured out later, hey, I can take off the first half also, and now I can do that.
She realized that the sick leave came through.
I don't know.
She's like, I'm going to ask for it. Maybe she asked the manager. God, I kind of see both sides. Now I see why it's so controversial. Because, yeah, you're right. Like, she goes to the manager and she's like, hey, can I use my sick time because it's my birthday? I'm out of PTO or whatever. Like, I don't want to use my PTO because I got a big December trip. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. You can use half. How about you use half your PTO, but get the other shift filled? Yeah. And then she goes to this other girl, and this other girl's like, what the fuck? I wanted you to suffer the whole day.
Yeah. I mean, and at least in the beginning, you couldn't like the whole fucking thing. Fuck you. You said yes. That part was taken care of that you guys agreed on. That's the end.
But how much transparency was owed, Keith? That's the question.
No, I don't got to tell you shit.
You took the shift to do your ordinary job to pick up more hours. When you do
that night, you said it was celebrating your birthday. What else did you do? I had sex. You didn't tell me you were going to have sex. Who gives a fuck? You covered the shift. You were going to hang it over my head no matter what. You're that kind of person, I could tell. Piece of dog shit. Parents are dog shit, too.
I don't know. I don't know if OP even explicitly accuses the other person of being deceiving, right? She actually never says that. She says that she's the last resort. She does bring up alternatives such as using sick time, PTO, getting an attendance point, but she didn't want to go that route. So there was deception. That's
different. No, you don't want to. If you don't want to,
right? Think about it this way. She goes, "Hey, can you take the shift?" And then OP goes, "Well, what about using sick time or PTO or just missing it, getting an attendance point?" And then she just goes, no, I don't want to do that. But then later, OP finds out she did exactly that. But I guess she could have just changed her mind in between the conversation and then.
Who gives a shit? This fucking dink that wrote this shit. You agreed and you did it, and that's the fucking thing.
She felt done dirty, Keith. I feel like she was done at least somewhat dirty.
Okay, I disagree. I hate this poster.
You think she's the asshole for this? What did she do?
Yeah.
She didn't do anything. What did she do?
You covered a shift, and now it's a fucking production.
Well, but she covered the shift, and she felt done dirty. That's her right. She felt used. It was a favor. We agree it was a favor.
Not that big a favor.
No, not that big of a favor, but she felt done dirty by it. So she says,
don't do it expecting it's a big fucking favor. Do it if you're willing to do it, and that's the end of it. Yeah, no matter what happened, this would have been held over her head. It
was a favor. She did her a favor.
Shouldn't have done it.
She felt done dirty.
Big a favor.
She didn't get the other girl in trouble. She didn't do anything. She writes, I decided to just not do her any more favors. I think that's reasonable. She felt done dirty by this, and therefore, what I'm fighting for here, Keith.
Well, they were such a weirdo about it. I'm not going to ask you for a shift change ever again.
Yeah.
So yes, you're not going to shift change with me. I'm the one. I said I'm not going to shift change anymore with you.
Got it. Got you.
Don't do these assholes favors again. Who are those fucking weirdos?
AITA for confronting my coworker after doing a favor that I wouldn't have done if I was given full context.
Yeah, what'd you get out of the confrontation, cunt?
I think it's no assholes here. She felt done dirty. The conditions were deceiving. Keith. You can't get around that because she said, no, I'm not going to use sick time. And then she did exactly that, which could have been a notify. She could have said, hey, OP, I really respect your time. And so I just wanted to let you know.
You might find out that I'm not going to be there the first half either. And I don't want you to think that as per me wanting, how stupid. How dumb.
That would have been the very respectful, friendly thing to do. She didn't do that, so therefore her subcommunication was, well, I don't care about your time that much. I don't respect your time that much.
When they fill out an Am I the Asshole report, they should then, real quick, like even just a headline, say the last thing that upset them as well. And then you see the
you want more on
petty,
the OP.
dumb shit. I want to know more about them personally.
Keith, this is a hard job, okay? Like, not to come at you, bro, but this isn't podcasting, you know what I mean? Like, she probably has to be somewhere and, like, serve people shit or something, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's horrible.
You got to get rid of half your shit.
That's horrible. They made her go in. People don't want to go in. Do you understand that people don't want to go?
Yeah. You know how somebody does you a favor and they just keep fucking throwing it in your face? That's a good time.
I'm fighting for no assholes here. I felt like OP felt like she was done dirty. I feel like this person played potentially a little dirty, but really I think what they did was they weren't fully transparent. They weren't friendly in their dealing. And so it was unfriendly. And the communication was kind of like, yeah, you're my coworker. And I kind of used you a little bit. And the coworker's like, I feel kind of used. And they're like, all right, well, that's what it is then. Okay. No assholes here. That's my verdict.
I hear your verdict. You are heard.
And you're saying YTA. You're saying OP.
And I'm saying the poster's a piece of shit.
Okay. Well, actually, nobody really agrees because the subreddit went NTA.
There you go.
I went no assholes here. Keith went YTA. So let us know what you guys think in the comments.
Stop doing people's favors if you don't really like it.
One more time.
Stop doing people favors if you don't really like it.
Fair enough. Amen. Hallelujah. Slay and period. Please rate, review, subscribe. Join me on Patreon, patreon.com/AITA pod. That's where you want to go. $5. Ad-free episodes, bonus episodes, 280 plus bonus episodes. So many, hundreds. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Folks, we're going to wrap up here on AITA for walking out of a date. Met a guy online. We met up in person. We decided to go out to eat. While we were waiting for the food, he said, quote, I'm bigger than what he usually prefers.
Remind me, did she order yet?
Waiting. Yeah, she had ordered.
She ordered the food. Then that's too late. You start with that. You go, oh, you're bigger. Now let's look at the salads.
Let's see.
But you don't say after I order, what the fuck am I going to do about that?
I already ordered. I'm getting even bigger with this meal.
Sorry, waiter. Actually, I'm picking up somebody else's shift. I don't know what that means. I ordered food, but I was just told I'm getting bigger. Can I change it to something later?
Can I get a side salad instead of the tots? And at that moment, I'm thinking, quote, if I'm not your preference, why did you entertain a date with me? My face fell and he said, oh, I didn't mean anything by it. I think you're pretty. We kept talking, but the vibes were off. He asked what I like to do.
They were off. Oh, they were off. You're bigger. They were off a little bit. Who's this fucking guy? Mystery?
And I told him my art is my passion, and I love to draw paint, and I hope to be lucky enough to exhibit work in prestigious galleries. He responded, don't you think it's wiser to focus on a more practical line of work? Art's cool and everything, but most people in it don't go far, at least not until after they die. What? To which I reply that society.
And what if you focused more on, I don't know, fitness and losing some
Yeah,
pounds?
maybe fitness, and then after you die, your art will be. Can you leave it to me? Society. I replied, society's devaluing artists, which is why the world is literally losing color and everything is gray and beige. I thought that was
You said that?
kind of interesting.
How do you have a conversation with this fucking guy? Like, 1 second, can I tell you the beauty of the world that comes from art? Like, who gives a fuck?
I don't like how I don't like the shade of your eyes, baby. Then
I'd like to think I would have left by now, but go ahead.
Then as the conversation goes on, he'd ask if I'd like a family. I say, I don't mind getting married if I find a decent person, but I don't want kids. He said, why wouldn't you want kids? I think it's a red flag when a woman doesn't like kids. At that point, I said, you know what? I think we're not compatible. Asked for the check and a to-go plate, paid for my food, and walked out. When I got home, I got a text from him saying, sorry if I offended you. Was it the weight comment? I didn't think you'd be so sensitive.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You made it even fucking worse. How about everything? But you bring up the thing that she probably can't control as well.
Am I being too sensitive? AITA.
You should have left earlier.
Who the fuck would say anything like, oh, yeah, you're like anything about a woman's appearance? Like, yeah, it's not my usual bag.
But I'm going to give this a chance. I hear something about more cushion. So just keep that in mind that, I don't know, if I look at you sometimes throughout the night and go, oh, God, just know it caught me off guard. But, yeah, I'm going to give it a fucking go. What do you do for a living? Really? Why?
Yeah.
Anyways. Oh, you're going to really clean that plate off. Okay.
This guy really said every artist is Van Gogh. Basically, they're insane and poor, right, and then rich in the end of their life. All the money comes in. That's how art works.
It'd be funny. She goes, name one painting. And he's like, of who? Van Gogh? Anything.
Okay, I don't know if I can name 5 paintings. I got Mona Lisa, Starry Night, Sunflowers. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Fuck. Okay, the Monet one, and they're all by the fucking lake. I don't know what that's called. The Sistine Chapel. Is that? I don't think that's the name.
Okay, we'll count that. Sure.
Fuck. Who else is there?
That's it. No, you named them all.
That's 4. Vitruvian Man. Is that what it's called? Bicentennial Man. That's a movie.
That's not one. That's not one.
I don't know if I can. Name 5.
Yeah, but you also wouldn't say in a conversation, you're going into art. What's the point?
Art. Why not money? That's basically the sophistication. Art, but what about money? Fucking caveman.
She's like, what do you do? Like, well, it doesn't matter, but I got half my shift free to see you. And I didn't have to spend a sick day.
You know, I'm here. I like her takes, though. She sounds wonderful. I'm interested in her. You know, he's like, art bad. And then she goes, don't you see that the world's devaluing artists? That's why everything is gray and beige. I got to chew on that because I wear a lot of gray. You're wearing a gray shirt right now. I wear a lot of gray, black, white. I mean, that's kind of New York. But is that true, right, Keith? I mean, is that a pattern in our society that things are getting less colorful? That's kind of an interesting idea.
I can't explain this, but when I was a kid, I didn't understand, there's a giant orange paperclip in the middle of the city. And it's like, what the fuck is this shit? That must be costing somebody money. And now I realize it's very important. The world is gray and you need splashes of art everywhere. You'll go fucking insane.
A giant orange paperclip?
Orange paper, modern art. Weird shit.
In New York? What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what the fuck am I talking? I'm talking about art, you dumb motherfucker. And boom, I just left the date.
Are you being real, though?
Somebody's gonna make an orange paper
Did you just
clip?
invent that? Sorry, I just haven't heard of the fucking paper clip. Like, it's a weird example. You're like, oh yeah, the blue stapler. You never been to the blue stapler?
Yeah, they put weird shit outside. Yes.
It's office equipment in the middle, but it's painted, so it's not sterile and corporate. It's orange. They spray painted a paper. You've not heard of this? It goes Eiffel Tower, Arc de Triomphe, orange paperclip. Well, like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm just curious.
Oh, well, look what I Googled. Art paperclip giant. I'm looking at nothing but 18,000 fucking art paperclips. It's a thing. Go fuck yourself. Why would it not be a thing? Why wouldn't you just assume it's a fucking thing?
Because you know where that brings me is, when you go to long drive in America, they always be like, the world's largest gummy bear. Is that art? Or is that just a tourist trap? Have you been?
That's art, but I'm talking about more stuff that really breaks up the day. Not that you go into a museum and have to see
It's
it.
just there.
But yes, that's art too.
It sets the vibe.
Yes.
Have you ever done that? Gone on one of those?
I've been to, like, I don't know, a place that, like, every lunchbox ever made or something. Yeah, I've seen weird shit.
Every lunchbox ever made? That seems
place.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And if you go there with a lunchbox, they're like, "You're not leaving here with that."
They'll pay, right. They'll give you any amount of money if they don't have that already.
AITA for walking out of a date. So the other aspect I thought was interesting here, I feel like I have done this, and I have this kind of idea that I live by, which is that, like, sometimes I feel like guys sometimes we're like this guy is an animal. But it's notice that he wants her back at the end, right? He like kind of tries to like meet her in the middle.
I asked ChatGPT what I did wrong, and it was calling you fat. I didn't know you'd be so sensitive about that.
This is a ChatGPT kind of guy. But yeah, I kind of feel like when women get a feeling and they like channel that at me, I'm usually like very receptive, and I'm like, she probably knows I don't like her before I know. Does that make sense?
You don't know this person. It's a first date. So what'd you lose out on? You know what I mean? From the guy's point of view, I mean. Like,
he should have paid. You call the girl fat on the first date, you pay for that kind of slip up. He doesn't even know it's a slip up.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, I would have been fine leaving altogether.
He just kept doing this. He's like, "You're fat. Oh, I didn't mean anything by it. I think you're pretty." It's like, that was this guy's
I think when you
thing.
heard me say fat, you weren't thinking pH fat. Here's an article that pH is cool.
I'm going to keep bullying you and then apologizing. That's my strategy.
Right. Yeah, best case, it's a lot of deliberate nagging, you know? But yeah, he's a piece of dog shit.
She's already on a date. You don't need a nagger, man. That's crazy.
Right, you're there.
That's crazy, bro. She's with you. She's out with you. Hell no. Sounds like a real asshole. Writes writers up. Excellent shape. Oh, women must want children. That was the other thing. That's not a red flag. That's confusion on what a red flag is. You could say it's incompatibility, but it doesn't make you. Right. That's not a red flag.
Right.
I didn't think you'd be so sensitive. This guy's a wacko.
What's the point of art? You're fat, and
women must have kids.
Children.
Women are for breeding. Art sucks. You're fat.
I could see having children. Not here. I mean, this table, us.
Somebody wrote, first date is an audition. You were probably seeing him at his absolute best. Frightening.
Right. That's right.
This is the best he could do. What a fucking nightmare, man. AITA for walking out of a date. I think you might even be the asshole because you should have just left as soon as he made that insane weight.
Yes.
And you should have got him to pay. You should have been like, listen, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. That big. So I normally don't date the bigger women. Oh, that sounds good. Just get the fuck up. I'd like to think I would. I'd like to think right away I would.
I think we're agreeing on this one. No problem. Yeah. Keith, thanks for joining me today.
Dude, thank you, my friend.
You're my friend, and I'm happy to feature you on my podcast.
Thank you.
And thank you for that. And you know, I'm not going to put a trigger warning on this. People will either get it or they won't, and that's it. And I hope we can put that behind us.
Sure. Thank you very much. I think you're the more I don't know, anti-societal. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But
you think I'm a sociopath?
Yes, that's the word. Thank you.
But why do you say that? Because what? Because
your history of the show, and somehow I'm the one that needs a trigger warning, but I think it's you.
That's fair. I mean, I've been canceled on this show many times, and it'll probably happen again soon.
What was the last time?
The last major time, it was awful. I was on a flight. I don't know what I said. Women are fat, or it was horrible what I said.
Huh?
I know what I said. What I said was there was a boy. I basically said the logic of boys will be boys, and a lot of people, this is actually worse than being canceled. People were like, I was offended by what he said, because usually that tends to be more about them. They said, I'm really concerned about Danny. I'm really concerned.
Oh God.
And we got like 7 messages. I was on a flight, so over 4 hours, I got like 7 direct messages to my personal Instagram, and I was like, Jesus, God in heaven, I gotta take this thing off the air. So
How often do you take things down or not air them?
very, very rarely now, but I will. I do edit. I know you don't edit your podcast, and
right.
I'm impressed by that, but I gotta edit it.
He edits. Danny edits him being an asshole, and then puts out the other guy.
Yeah, I try to make you look bad. I try to make every guest I have on the show look bad. It's my show.
Right. And I am the asshole.
I don't lie about that.
Well, thank you.
All right, Keith. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. We'll see you next time. Much love.
Peace.
Bye.